me pejamiti be 3 na kobo 4 how much pejamiti na flower sign. How? Because usually 3 no mujama me I check out 3:30 no. Obi ako. But we know as an go for answer baby. And oh boy, I was sabi o. Say years ago na say in Krasi Ankasa no. Say o ye bibi na airfare ye discuss bobo mo maso. Nti one man be omo de 1 CD near the abebo mo maso no e be about that time 1 CD was like what 10 CDs, right? One man no be the abebo mo maso
1 CD 10,000 because
that time no
person can na 10 CDs.
Na for say
10 CDs.
no, that time only 10 CDs and another 100 CDs.
100 is some people now.
So one man no be the abebo mo maso one man no e the abebo sa hey and okay, the next time you call another event, and some jama amino, now small best say, but there was one thing. I didn't know this as a seniors, no, you know, mamma. Now me listing with him. It is a be a boy and one more kiddie, one more stone boy, one money way. They are 2 baby on him. It's me bar, and this is an American 20. No. I didn't a sharp chair on it. In Begina man must sell. My Giscanisa. Now, Papa, no, I left the any diano. I did you no about this guy bromo to the animal when you now one day, Papa na ma anopano. Into Omono say, Yeboria, be almost gas, I know the Marco de Debia hotels near the Anasa Marco. Baby, by Yan Sanquas, when he had that Apollino. Challenge the Bible. If you speakers near Campo Moa, Naja, the Tapolina say, or no, down to me, Naja. So the from a farm. It's a dear China man in my. It is car, the two good so the previous day. And I'm the G kinky. And the fish. Because I no back in the fish now, better I'm ready. What you buy and eat. The man the buy was, hey, no more near no one that this guy buy, and I'm a cousin back home. If any Kevin. And also Dosty man.
Okay.
No, see Dosty man one was Andy. Was not in our friend Dosty man was let's say there. You know, on the cash. He said you on the cash until on the what you buy. Now me also no many guy name at that time. Because Eddie Andy na find me real name. And I'm DB so tell me friend me one DB. Because I'm not sorry, Dosty man. And they be obi say, "Chale Dosty man was," and also when the Andy. So no, and a coin you know. A ye Dosty, or ye man the free, and all the Dosty in the Andy. And that was how the name of the Dosty came.
Okay.
And to me, and then some share Facebook, I mean social media, and as I go for you, you know, maybe the boom crop for. Sometimes you approach them and you ask them, "Hey, now you do us now they won't go on for us," but they don't even know how a didn't buy. So this is how the name of the Dosty came.
Brilliant. Now, Osha says in your can DJ, no, as also join the now open. Did you ever envisage say a bedroom baby no? Who ye DJ no and you know so professionally? Obefa Edia can DJ no as a professional. Say what you want to say a hobby big keka.
Mimi Sadon. Na me fear no be any zemetunyu. Me can same with that me no make
okay.
Mimi Sadon. Na me penyuma say me sorry a aduane me ni bi. Me chi me yam ko. The food was my music. Sorry, the music was my food, right? And me sorry a met me atna e bi a tape na met me atna ni mu say as a me TV. Met me atna ni mu sa shade ne sa e bi a for about 3 hours na nyum o boss na me ti odi say me nwene hwe.
Wow, beauty.
All I was thinking was music. Because Mogo punished me anyway. And my punishment was to read books. Me not my punishment.
Okay.
na nyum bia minim the lyrics no enti me bohwema enti me na to me di no ofra me hwere ma wo me nka asem we da edi ana me na hwere hwere ma wo because that bia me bohwema wo fia wo mo ti abefa wo like it was and I idea bia na wo ho then school but join the choir eja ko to all to sa na eja voice in you for treble.
Bass nah.
No, not bass.
Okay.
Alto. I don't have the voice for bass.
Okay. What to alto?
Yeah, because alto no, and you're too close to treble, and you're too close to tenor. In fact, the closest is tenor.
Yeah.
And I'm a voice no because it's said it. The highest I can go is an alto pitch. Me sound range now and meet me. I come into me go anything higher. Enti enyum ne de ne wo say they are just a metal nyum de. But to sing or produce songs professionally na me hear the ajiji many. In fact, to become a producer and the more Americans to start with nipa or mama go into music production was Rutai.
Okay.
Rutai only radio so yes it is because Rutai, after only registered, he tried recording an album. Now, that time, now Peace FM, Peace the Akko, Kumasi Hello FM, and Rutai and Shatarako used to come to me every day.
Okay.
To be a Mepon program, I no more mention. And I mean, I'm a worker at the time, so they would jump in my car. I had the sports car, some sleek car, yeah, the any amount go, yeah, 2 streets and some mobile. If you are a studio, you come or his baby face or you couple colors. And yeah, nice or more. Me Bobby to us and you need root I to you, me the manu Bobby to nanos. But you production, you can do it.
Okay.
At the end of to me, I my catch over to me, and then become over to me, and I'm saying, okay, yeah, go studio. Then we got to the studio. So for me, my very first production, I did a production. My brother Minim said about keyboard. Said about any instrument. I didn't know anything about it. I just got the engineers in the studio and asked them, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. Many bar me was on. Then I produced Wiper. My very first production was Wiper. And today, me tia Wiper because he produced and rapping. My second was the song I have born Aden with Kunta Kinte. And so me hear your more jumanano. Ebi I'm here. And I always felt like, why must I wait for him? I can do it all by myself. And as a man, sketch, it's my sketch. Nice, I had David. Hey, I don't know. I know what you. Let me go to Morris Baby Face. At a point, my ex is an assistant because they be a no studio. And Morris, like minimum beer. Ghana, I don't know. Minimum beer or both keyboard, no.
Well.
This is a Morris. That boy is a genius. Like, what chain is a good chico? Like, mad. It is a mechanics or here, Jumana. I was always amazed at the way I know Yen Juma. And it's Morris kept pushing. Charlie, from Rose, wait to me, wait. Tunisia, baby. So then Quade came in the picture.
Okay. From
the production, since Quade, Esther Smith, Ogboro, all of them. And I have a hand or something to do with their production. On what they know me and that was how music began.
Ogboro to Obaatanpa Radio 92.5. Meeting the Dr. Ogboro Nagthy DJ. Johnny live on Facebook. You need the legendary Andy Dosty and Ekritri and Komono. 50 time I combine DJ production and on basis what will you point at as or highest pointer? Obeka say, Ujina baby na so shrep out to say, hey, my highest point event or program.
I've never. It's a very good question, but I mean, that.
Okay.
The reason is, since 1994, it's been music. It's been music. Because 93 I'm here as a DJ. 94 the moon said, okay, me Gina, right? It's been 30 years. But one good thing is there be a mayor the only thing or the only prayer I say is every day. Last night, in fact, yesterday, and so busy, very busy day for me. And I'm Kumasi Sambai.
Okay.
Me koye interview say anything I'm Kumasi. Me free play see straight to Joy FM. Me put my program now to Accra Polo Grounds. I'm a bomb enterprise life insurance. I'm on 100 years.
Okay.
I'm a celebration. They invited me to play for them. And me jina machine no me share Nipan about what 1,000 people. No, about 1,000. And I watched them and I asked myself, am I that powerful? The reason I'm asking is because Odasanibia is powerful in his own right or in his own image. So don't have to create here. Unfortunately, people don't know how powerful they are. Right? Yes, I'm a care to me. Okay. If Sabi make us say so be I didn't me, it tells how powerful I am.
Sure.
What was the CIA who can say? Maybe I would tell you, who was that question? It tells how powerful you are. If set me near play, then you pump a 1,000, 100, every general sir, hey, I'm powerful. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
And see, me who's idea now? You be such a question, but I don't want to take that glory. Never, ever, ever. I don't think say my that say my BB. I hit my chest and say, hey, me, I'm the greatest. Look, it's been 30 years. I've entertained Ghana. Yes, I've said it over and over. But I give him all the glory because under the mind me, but me at Jenny. Well, he can take it because we've seen people, we've huge people. From Master Flex, recently, what's the name of the hype man? What's his name? American, yeah. Fatman Scoop.
Okay.
Fatman Scoop in a stage and I see Kim Obuashi. Gone. Well, right? And so you can lose it within a snap, just like that. Wait to me. And see, for me, I never take the glory. But my shining now usually not even on radio. Because anybody can walk in, no about best say, I don't know why and millions of people are listening. And that's why the social media become we're moving from thousands to millions because we are self and you remember Martinez, you were there when Catherine Afeku, former tourism minister, Rebecca said, Oko, if you are say a Tiko baby, and she was interacting with students, I know more, and someone mentioned that, and because in Ghana, on the Hits FM, a radio presenter and the Dosty and my bedroom Ghana, no, the first person was your friend, was see ya, and the only first person I made friend. If you don't know, I'm telling you, it's a platform now. You're very careful. And I'm saying, Mama, I'm telling you, see, you're careful. And she said, oh yeah, Bonnie. But there's something about you and the program now. Now me free. I've forgotten. Baby, I never expected say Ghana cry. No, say Krobi a friend in Ghana. And during the interaction, they mentioned you, and they mentioned your station. And one may boy about so, and I'm telling you, say you're careful. Baby, I would say no, only yet. That's what she was saying. And to me, I always feel there is something, but fat glory, shine it here, not on radio. A DJ. I always give the credit to DJing because me DJing the man me see me feel.
Yeah.
I built my house from DJing money, not radio money. Sika minyana busumeno from radio. I can make 3 or 4 times that in one night. And I made that last night.
Okay.
3 times myself. Like, yeah. And when I make an interview, I make what I say, me yeah, you must say me like I work so hard. I look. Me need to be a hard working to say me. I mean make to me. Do you know why? Because it's been 30 years, right? constantly. 90 years old, constantly. My life has always been music. Bibi ani obi me ansua carpenter. School no. Me year form 5. Echa and na me go university. And me year university. I was saying me go my masters so this year can me go my masters but me year law. Me year alternate dispute resolutions. Me year ADR now me go my masters. Because me person and you baby I do no me feel say my year be. E dey be na aka. This is the yeah, because I didn't know. Nothing. I've interviewed almost every celebrity in Ghana. When I got many people are in international. Ukruma. I mean,
why? Me follow kakra ebano DJ. Say program bi bana improve. Yaka say Andy Dosty betre wi kakra ada betre nya utimi ya dada no amanfo ehu live etiba betre normally no ota jam hip live train enemafo edi yeba industry no kakra and but what afa wasumda
so my maka so be and I know I'm poor. It's unfortunate say nipa that look people can't say me na we are radio so I tell for money more.
Okay.
See you to the SCA, who presumes so you're powerful. When you go deny on can't come in, but money from us here. No, let's be real. Money from a bonny business here. I'm trying to IBPF here. That tells you how powerful it is.
And then this way.
Yeah. See, we take a lot of things for granted.
Oh, sure.
We take a lot of things for granted. Hey, what is so behind your powerful, but then you're not going to
Yeah. Oh, I don't know who's
yes.
for. Yeah.
What are fat bonnet? So be a man, the same microbiome name now. Yeah. But I mean, Martin. And in the background, who is that?
There you say some common if our suma na say people need to approach you. Kwan be na offer so. Sometimes to me sense say ni nkofo yi omo nyankom no be di nkomo. Omo nyankom be ba o platform so. Omo nyanka ombe o magica ebia odi create a welcoming environment. E ma nipa na calm me down to approach you no. Kwan be na offer no so.
People say experience, so you have to read the body language. So be better na many na say Ojua mihu. You must, first of all, you must be a very good communicator. Me go interviews. I think you're a very good communicator. I mean, me go my giant personality interviews here. In fact, when Martinez told me, me catch something. The reason is, who go interviews now? Usually, other questions some Muslims are not like say no crack around. Say, yeah, but what time, babe? Now we'll check your time. But you see, come on, media, many are not here. Be 1 hour crack. Do you understand? Because these are questions that people don't usually ask. So first of all, you must be a good communicator. The first thing I check is your body language. Because you'll be on my betnasia, or tnasia, be a ocean, the confidence, no. Which is an interview, but don't be on my bus, I'll be slow down. And so when I will slow me down, I try to energize you, to bring some energy in the environment, to make you happy, to make you laugh, or something. Maybe I'm to make a baby cry, but hey, fine boy, Michelle, I guess he did and something to bring some life in the interview. And it'll be so on my hand, and that's why too much fire. Now feels like there's a way to calm it. Because when you're in high spirit, the person is also in high spirit. And then you know read body language, but slow no. Obiani is an approach to people There's a lady, Guba lady, Denta, right? You see, Denta, when Stonebwoy met with Shaggy, Denta didn't chair New Year. So this is a guy from Ghana. Then. Stonebwoy done a new course. Hey, exchange contacts. Take his number. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take his number. And me feels as I never be bringing him Sadi any yet. Oh, was she no? Oh, boss. But you already can me on number. Oh, don't worry, hit me up on social media. That's fine. At least you've given me a way to reach you. That's also a medium. And then oh yes, I had no more. I remember in February, you called Grammys organize African branch. We were New York, no friends, or more LA. So I went to Los Angeles now. You call just a more more and as a star be a Nigerian new one wife no need the video or more mobile in or don't cheer where we are. Oh, exchange contacts or making sure it's a networking net also, right? And all of these things, obi a human no obedient and one master Sadian said the networking. But nobody be soon names Sadian. It's a strategy. Me Remubiana Michelle. And I've mastered Sadian to mean find who you are. I don't care. Because one of my worst interviews was meeting with KKD. That was when the rape case Nibaya. I had the guy right in front of me. KKD ain't a brand. KKD me America time and I'm too and I'm here. Me here KKD will come to America or be host here. Or be insist to say mo find the Dosty because me DJ be mature enough to communicate properly with his music. Indeed, I have a very fine relationship with him. Me call London KKD event. Obe free. The one balance. I mean the any mama make sure say right fine relationship. Then the gentleman works in the studio. Obaya me bo bit no start rap na me so me DH me money na like okowie no. I had a rough day. I asked myself, because I never in mind, I had a fish in the net. Man, to me, and Yabuana influence you, Nima Machiago. My Yama Buana out to you made me quite anyway. And it was very rough. But from that day, I said to myself, either Nani Susun Romediation, and Tibin CBU. And now I say, I was starstruck. And that's when I'm very questions. No, you can't be a journalist on radio and be interviewing people and be scared. No, ask the questions. What the man can just all can say. At the end of the day, I don't know have all the patience, but be brave enough to ask all the questions. And see, for me, me guideline, me guide me, and no promise I am a dear man. And I've noticed a lot of radio presenters have learned that thing. I'm saying learned because when I started, not be brainy and yes, I do. And there's a program no be na and they will always treat people with kids' gloves. Oh, I quite to say, as a shower, we will be as we are only maybe as a shadanti as no Musano. Masa, we are never say about them. Oh, me more than maybe ask, but make sure you have a fine way of asking the questions. And I think with that, you are good. At a point when you're comfort quite there, I'll tell you this funny story. Quite there Sunday morning, Yakubo show Saturday night, and a Sunday morning, Yadenya Yakupe Mutu Biedi. Any a call, na sass, baby, as you say, or tear. That time, as I feel what assassin. Into a call, a coach assassin, so if you're on your bed, you buy no more lights in your BA windows. No, so the whole, the whole, the conium, I made that for. I say, yeah, I got the mood to about Sunday afternoon. The other one, I call. Then, presenter also free Italy. I say, oh, Mr. Dosty, Pacho. I say so now manage quite there. I'm saying, dear Sama. I say, It's to say no about same that time na ne dam same bi asha ase ya go for kikas about them. Na me say oh. I don't know yes I did no. Then we dey enko and I'm so young. So we started talking. Talking I'm talking for quite there or her or me. Why? No, so me na cause I'm say why not? The phone me the speaker. I'm doing JJ. Challenge. George phone. Hello. And I go hello. Why they need us? Yeah, hello, bro. Say on. Okay. Yeah, to two some be na ya so yare kakra so yare na kwa dey say me. No be o yare ni say nyi say no kasa. Me okay pan. Me yare say now present an name on na dwan ati. No say so abodam. And I go there say ah. Now who did that feel most my bottom? My bottom long time. Na long time I feel na be me long time. Yeah pia. Yeah defend it was now who was who names my bottom. Who names my bottom. So the presenter brought something out of him.
Sure.
If not the fact that truly you'll be free spirit and ka honor no ke bia. I mean, so when you're on air, just be free and do your stuff.
Obaatanpa Radio 92.5 now, so good. So with short time now, 2 minutes to 10. Dr. Ogboro, I think Martin Jimmy, entertainment show, papa, any other. My catch was any entertainment party. Na chairman, Yankasa, your very own legend, and the Dosty, any and then come on. Remember, baby, Fabim, Bakum, ya go so abon common on this station. Unim say Mr. Chanti, Ewa Hasi. Martinez wa ha say Kechi wa ha say Queen Ghana wa ha na Aguta MX nso wa shadow wa che so shadow ampa next near says the meaning say o kan o say ayayefo bi o mu hia anwom nti to de bia they don't need medicine no they get to blaster akosi clinic ho then they bash o mo sa entertainment
no cross do not in the na you abo because of certain level bio and we need people like that in the space so don't be to me aye susudia ama omobano. I mean the game needs to be shaped, and sometimes if you have people like that with time you get to see the benefits of Sanipano in the industry. Let's see, for me I believe that we need to celebrate and the Dosty of Hana.
Oh yes.
I mean everybody agrees. So yeah, until I said that said before and I said yeah, because which way how you look at the whole thing, Wabo industry a lot of artists have passed through him, even as at now. And sometimes I don't know of course you could tell say why new be muso dia ma oma I'm sure omu no mo come create here omoreba kosa. So for him to be here now, I believe a great opportunity for omo omuti, especially those in the creative space. But then I don't see 2025 we should expect more when it comes to your sector now. Because for Andy to come to Kaswa, it tells you accommodate across in the pipelines. We have a lot to do, and me there many just waba because Kaswa for feeling the power.
Kaswa.
One with hit FM, they be almost on the Kaswa. I mean the listenership when it comes to Kaswa is very huge. It's in there wabesra Kaswa for there. Although I represented the industry as large, but another special for Kaswa, and this is history. So, and for me, let's keep the energy, the vibe, with time. Almost so say the new ones nearby in the space will continue.
And by now, no, say Nadine, FAD, but this man is like consistently killing it in the game, and it's amazing. There are so many of us sebi like we look up to him, and like in the space we're creating, we had the notions, especially with panditry, say, if I go on and the Dosty show, I've made it. Just being on that platform with him, you can feel, so, oh, see, I'm getting, because it's not easy. And that's the kind of brand he has created for himself. And I like it when legends share their stories, because most of the time, not upcoming ones, we don't see, we only see their glory. But you don't see where they are coming from. And most of the time, with your fellows, say, oh, it became Andy Dosty, but send Wadata police soda.
Yes.
He's been through a lot.
Yes.
And son now buying do this space in it. Now maybe say, at least once who game no bra. Say you have to be persistent and continue like the way and say when you fight for what you want, and at the right time you will get to that place. I'm so honored and I am so happy. Say fine. And I now there was a time as I had GMS a luncheon. I think he was there, and the Dosty he was there, and I was here. I was looking at him, and I don't. I don't know. Yes, I was just looking at him. He was just. This is this.
And also, already, you see, up and running. Up and running. Listen. Obetrim nam jina.
No, afraid. And I was hoping some Martinez because some Martinez bad and I can use Martinez as a shield, and then probably. But yes, Senior Wakan, we've learned a lot. If you are in the media, sometimes you need to be bold, regardless, because you never know. It be an asa boldness, no way to lead you into.
Mr. Artista, Yakoda Kano be same penny for the said you come baby ada. By young I was say that spinning near said ye be you be say park sukura Obeda ho. 19 say process no. Say ne friend for show. No charge you are. It will be a brand no or build the fee. Now I've learned one thing from him. Said ya ubenya boldness between you presenter and as a DJ, and also the relationship with artists. So artists ni muadi amani huso muadi because meaning 1 or 2 artists bia or to make us artists we muadi me head of DJs say ni senti then your mama more station or so. And I think say those things ne puti artists no e wo mo standard e mo so mo say do what talent no obi so the bebo amani talent na akoso. Sometimes the artists no feel it too big since when they are not there who DJ no ni ho ni nyina ka ho but so artists ni mu ade a e was so many who say we ye nwum ni we a na bebo nti some maximum respect bi I was say unfair mount nti ene ye nya no show do so no many age ye pa say utie ni show said ya create kano sometimes be out there so I got na nim ni di nkomo because meaning a lot of artists are ye ni omudi nkomo bitumi bisa say unye wa na me ngofa and the show no so na ma tell say Charlie traffic ho because maybe a brand no edu no ina say utie na asem no so 30 years enye easy make what started music 2 years na upese ukodu na make just traffic or was out here because you journey 30 years now we starting music 2 years gidi ina one thing na me hia wo mo ho say uhwemia most of the interviews are me on my show no I try say the upcomings no fast rise no and I'm in you mo everything come one thing am me yes no social one more chance anytime to call Shatawale, Stoneboy, and the other artists on the name of because omuni omune building. What they are saying? Time omu baso abandana munyo biano. Na brapeni and the Dosty. Omu no mubu. Nti no to be for phone friend Charlie Shata. Minta obi anase me hwehwe obeji no so. So what they are saying? So me sua sa de no so say was say though you didn't pay the phone be din komo but I was say omo ye standard no ye ni omo so ye twa omo ben ye so de be ya o tena wo so betumi afafo na ga say e bia me so me ka no make artist we utumi hu on Shatawale relationship recently omo de be ye omo ho a na say ya Shatta ko hu no e wo show ase no be pa no cho ne sa niama no won say etumi e ma game no e ye de so he's one of the people make us say about the DJ. I've learned a lot, and also a presenter, and me so me starting from the DJ, na me the representation. So I think say Niama Elkone, the better than I say what you make Gracie your show no.
To fear somebody means ubunu, and to respect somebody, not just any panel. The kind of image our no ankasa and I say brand our permanent no just say we are there on team maybe I make we say industry we no enipa ba ko a wo kasa na me say yes enipa kasa obi akasa this man because asem obeka bia ye no kre nya fe no dey come one say time we new ho you can't play near theater. This is good, this is right. No who they obey. Nothing they come why not my order there, Debbie. And then they be I can't say me say ye wo a deal for fraud. Ye president, yeah. And can your media industry no like ye president. Can no near the man. We name so be in TSC. Say nipa no want
President Dosty.
Nipa no want TSC. No ship or na police station na on starting free pool na.
All right.
Yeah, it's no and then no NG.
Elisa Ghana music. I think some more summit be.
Okay.
Well, BBM but they are forgotten the place. So I wanna make who one day. Now, in fact, me who me ya share me because I'm at it and can wait. Me approaching the first one, no so I busy. And second one, no be any time do. To me, what I'm saying, one thing on a kind. Make I say Martinez in penny. Make me know a picture. So much am I busy? Me ba. Ogboro, me approaching you. It's the following when I think I'm a multimedia. Now me know better and a network. You move so bad. I'm starting to send me money fans. Brandy. I don't know it's okay idea. Any panadol. But they be annoyed the one kind. No, baby, yeah, I don't entertainment something. Okay. And I'm starting to the money fans. Now, yeah, Brandy. Me obi I love history. Me pe history pa. It's what kasani na no. My ye dinner me day. Me tea the oka. I started following Andy. Bra this DJ. Now Peace FM.
Hello.
Well, I'm saying we're free Mukakra. But Mufti Dabri, good. Before his demise, you know. I think there was one DJ in Webia now or come. That was when they started saying the day. And I started saying.
Okay, that was no. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is TV3.
Yes. And one I started say. Yeah. Mr. Zemi had a media follow, and I've known him for this industry. I would say a banner ni duty right we pave way ama ye movie. We born home more than papa because maybe Andy started here or the fee with the story or the amaya it tells you the kind of what nipo head or here. Win him no. And they be America say the moment with all the entertainment shows Ghana. In fact, Udu and the Dosty what do heaven. What like Udu what we I'm telling you, and yes, I be here and I'm Martinez went in America. But the moment I do hit FM and the Dosty show soon, we say why they wapping. That's it. It's you know, you're born a basso. And when you me who fly, I was doubting, say, hey, na papa, we do you busy. Obeti abakaswa hene. Anopa. Obeti abakaswa ha. Eti ebra yeti ana Martinez here the air corner who say no. Papa ne there, but I was like, wow. This should tell us say yenya obi there wakaswa na me fi ono me bona ba so pa na madana say anope wabeka ye ho ye nkan ye wabeka ye ho wakaswa na mabo Martinez so aba so it tells you say next year no say the bia waka no ye woni ma kese there wakaswa ha ye there ebem na Brandy dem so beka chi onya ne say koso na maye that kind of advice because advice e bi ni baby a wo menti bi wo baby ada what I say menti bi wo baby ana wo just no dey mind e che say bibi wo ne mu ye mu bi o say e de twe ben na esua o say esua na mo ene dey enti ne be do wase nyankopon hira wo say wase wadaje fitiandra with all the stress wase wadaje de wa be kan say wakaso no it tells you say wo do kaso afo pa enti meja kaso afo nyina anim ni aka say ayiko ye da wase pa na mada ye bra pani Martinez and
any DJ Black here, they influence the kind of music I listen to. Now, just to round up, because my colleagues have said a lot, for Andy Dosty to come to Kaswa, I'll just refer to a simple statement which goes this way: for a king to sow a seed of faith into your life is a great responsibility. Into Kaswa for Sumutia, for a king to sow a seed of faith, not just any seed, a seed of faith into your life. It's a great responsibility. Seed also is just not any seed into all of us here, our lives in the panditry space, into the Kaswa creative space as well. Because there's this notion about Kaswa, say Kaswa is in quotes tag life. Anything coming from Kaswa is rowdy. Just to chip this in, before elections, prior to elections, I was a little bit tight with my madam and then Yamanam. Whenever anybody here say I'm coming from Kaswa, they're like, hey, Kaswa Honum. Me that nothing will compel me to go and live in Kaswa, stay in Kaswa lifestyle, they say. So when our big brother here, Martinez, called me, I catch him, so Andy is coming this weekend. And I'm saying, no, say Andy air back Kaswa, no best Kaswa for you to grace us this way. No matter what it is, I'll clear everything and make sure I'm also here. Maybe something happened, I still make sure I attended to that and still came because Andy Dosty is coming here. Now the creatives in Kaswa, I was listening to the program on my way coming. He touched on a lot of things, and I want them to pick out humility, patience, and how to communicate, how to interact, your relationship with people. I think that is what is lacking in our space in Kaswa. There was a time a crack can't say Martinez. I was like, why will you speak this way towards someone in the space? It will be constantly, anytime Martinez calls me, it's about projecting Kaswa. As if say Kaswa is in a cross. I know, right? And the cross are Wasuya. You understand? So for Mr. Andy Dosty to come here now, I think, but I want to say God bless you so much for gracing us, and it's a privilege, say. Now to touch on his personality, and I've met him at a couple of events, severally, but his reception towards you is very calm. Now recently I was on my tour inviting me for the program, so I was sitting in the reception. I think he had closed his show on Adum FM as well. When he was exiting, I just greeted him. To my surprise, naturally we all very responded and walk off. In his response, he was actually walking towards me to shake my hands. So quickly I had to get up. That thing created a lasting impression on me. Probably he didn't even realize that. Because when they catch him and say, would be someone of this magnitude, which naturally he just respond and go wherever I am. For him to respond and actually walk towards me to shake me, it means he appreciates you as a human being. You understand me? Mr. Andy Dosty, I mean, a lot of things you are doing for us. We all listening to you, and we pray, say, the knowledge you have in you keep on impacting some into us, probably through summit, any how you can do it. We'll just be very grateful. You shape us and our industry so that Kaswa will become a better place for us. With the dinner at work Kaswa, a negative, but I think it's Bible.
You guys, I don't mean there was a day I was on air, and Johanna Obi. He didn't command Obi Kasi. Kaswa as seen and talking of was I see no property or baby Charlie. No, I mean friend one of my friend now. Hello, yeah. Charlie never say. Charlie must lose a couple 2 years. Ni me was oh, friend no grab me for ya bibia you okay boss nyami chow. Me sorted because the owners the nipa no rest no sure so come there. But mommy, I don't know if uppers are there, but here is a gentleman. She area say me Juana I think in 2021, me why you maybe I am nyako. So me pick a call na Abraham TV. Hello, good evening, Brandy. Yes. But you hold on, Reverend above for some person no kasa. Are you kidding me? Me dem know say you're one of these scammers. And I'm saying Reverend above was Obani, good evening. Why would you any Reverend? Oh, okay. Me hear voice now, that's why I got to know it was him. I know see yeah, born hene, you see me hene. Inti, I read here. My person yam work say I do any munyam. Babe tai chichi. Onyo be a sabio. Me no know what relationship no. So when he called me, na man wa say, anybody brain no one flow biana, and I was reverend of one of friend me can one. And I'm and see because still be engagement. Okumasi. You see free play more straight, and I'm call or simple. I feel. So I went there. Neo Tinto. Okay. Nti ade ade ko so no redo no bofo no kwa me kon me hu no. Because say nipa bebrebe and great event with pomp and pageantry ye tutu ye ko for adoa kete. Ya sabi o ya ye shedan kan hu no. Ye ne wo ayi osi abrobo be say backyard ho. From about 9 a.m. We are meeting come grab me. Meet one man, a guy approached me. Na nipa ne ba ye no o hye fugu. E na hu na ne hu obi asabi ne hu kete. So ba ye no so o obechia. Ocho we dey come be say me no kasa kaka. I'm so boss. There's no time for. No, oh, at least would they tell me 1 minute? Would them say I me on for you and talk us. Bema, I come to the bow. I found a community must wear Shabajina there. And I see, so tell me young keke, would they at least give me 1 minute of your time? But you see, we are so about the guy had so much patience. That may pump nina one paba. He kept on. All right. I'm a poor musician. And I'll say, na kola na musician need to be able to name. Say, only minya kasa kasebi. On permission. I'm so. As I'm not knowing, no, saying I'm so. That's one of the minia. Yes, enti ya kasana is kete no ne ade nti dede na ase etiate no school enti em free dede ni no de mi ru ayi feel also huge in the real na ya kon oh ni pa giti we chale o ma command as no be hu na as on niam tutu yam say I don't hear any and I when he and I did the chair on the record now or in the hall. Say how need to I see. Now no one getting into friend general mosquito. Inti. On the record now. On the meeting. No fast on the baby. And I'm so hey, I'll go cry and need it. And I'll find a person. Musician, I don't want my brain say your promotion. The more I understand what the girls be, I say, or me have you be on Monday on your name, and I'm a coach. I say, really? Who you are displaying these girls and you want me to promote your song? Yeah, I won't do it. And when in the book, I said, do I mature? And I'm saying, already meaning to me to a dear. Now the book free no kick and against me. Oh, now I'm coming to choice. I'm going to meet. Can I say I won't promote your song? You know, it's a joke. Besides, you are my brother. Until over a year, as a 2 years, Kwani and Kasa. Until a brand any Kasa no. Oh, Andy, sorry, I China, my friend. No, the two speaker, I'm not friend of the two speaker in Kasa. I said, not sweat. If you are a brand or no one driving me, go me by my faka. Or driving me, they may call West Hills more. You're got to know good idea. Yeah, Kasa no say. I want you to be my friend. I don't know, but me tell the bia. Now, my name says I personally say now. From afar, you seem Obia as a penny pa as a and your mama descriptions we have fine. You did you in a job quite a bit. This was in August. My birthday is September. Okay. So my birthday no free. And us. Obi person ni make us. It's okay. Or the money. Because then our birthday we then I'm so many jam okay, me baby I just journey. No see, me say me ma there, o birthday, me che wade. But I was so bad see I don't see many kun. Na me na. No see I dey come dey ma on dey do anwumra. Me dey ma we nya yo. No say, na dey ngwa na dey ma dey do anwumra masa. Okay, this was September 19, my birthday. The next day, 28th, 21st, Yankuma Day, which was a holiday. Now my friend is okay, me back as well. I say, okay, we trail. We do car. We drew ya no se packing. That's not my car. Or me far but ya no bed. Now one church, come na fee any, we fee any, miss me fee any. I say, okay. Oh, I see we. See yeah. The some the mount. Wow. See who there was near Ben. They're saying now we must be in the same enclave. And the guy dashed me land, a piece of land, just like that. Wow. It must have said that Majumapa, Yamia
Ability. 18 guy on 90 half. A flow, se cow, se moto half, about shows now.
That's right.
Again, account because we be Sunny be an obedience on your genuine and no, but unya mobile be demand.
It has happened severally, yeah, and you know. Okay, but I don't. You see, his story was special. You see, there are some people are just special. Obi amount to me, who know. There is some uniqueness around Nippon, right? Oh. I think so. Africa, so right?
Yeah, because in America, why are you my castle for any last question?
My God,
Africa,
okay. The guy came also Africa, so and you see, now who
Eichner, right?
Eichner. Also a teacher. Then he mentioned, he said, "Oh, boss, me ban." When he said, "My last money," and so I can't me the family. Yes. And I looked at him. I thought it was a joke until me is free me and go to the man and said, challenge. I think the man who was it 100 was it 200? No, me was challenging. And Oji is kind of the boss. Yeah, and it was the gym is there. And immediately I started having thoughts. 100 cities when you are gym homes are not. The over 1,000. The mistake I'm here is I know I'm saying you be, but I'm saying ne. I'm calling on listeners now. Be and contribute to. I brought you be free account also yes can and I made what 15,000 or so, almost 15,000 from science. About a month or two ago, West Martinez. I'm leading up to you and this young fire girl. Mima, yeah. Great singer. In fact, she's my next project. Next year, we dedicating me production like my time in man. Unfortunately, Papa Crash and free with yeah, but I'm giving her a big surprise next year. Wow. The reason is Here was a lady that came to the station about me minim that. Me, in fact, na mintini di impoda. Into Obaatanpa na yakasa na man to me, I'm like, wow. Talent say na, they shut them. Into watch your video, see there be. I know, see, bro, they did try video. Now I'm saying, okay, dear partner here. What do you need? Also, here mobile phone. Mobile phone. What the other? I said, you bet me the church visualizer now, baby. And I realized. My phone could tell me iPhone 15 or 16. With any money in here. Okay, met me in your man. If Franco force sponsor me program there, why not call on Franco? So I called on Franco quickly. Well, I need a mobile phone. Get me the latest Samsung or anything nice. I tell anything there come up here. Quickly I arranged for a phone for her. Then Nipa no no. Yeah, boy, you know me to so cassette. Charlie, yeah, background, scan or the fuck out. Like, really? I'm up for was a girl with your money scanner. No, today she can't go home like said you're by.
Empty handed.
No. Because I hear them maybe the mouth. Me nyari mouth, right? Give me your Momo number. I'm up for I'm showing love. So they started showing love. Then I picked up my phone and I sent 500 CDs to her. Me checking my phone, I'm just scared I was about 600 CD. So quickly we send it 500. I'm catching a guy. See, guy in his kind of bar. Obia send it 200 CDs. Obia send it. Hey, Obia send it 500 though. Now I'm saying why? Then he mentioned Andrew Amo. I said that's me. One of the girls started school, right? So people started showing her love. Who are my Prince David or say Etim my son. Etim Quadros cannot buy anymore. Ma said oh yeah, I can do the same thing or Sunday. 500. The next day, no Sunday 1,000 CBB. I said, and the same thing no the again, right? And look at the no send it bread me personally said me for the command because guy the number no by here. So I sent it to him. So you see, these are some of the things you just can't sit on radio and interview people. You must also give back. At the end of the year, you need to support careers. Well, and I always say, every day, me share my phone be a, me share artist be a career. I see greatness in you. All I say is, I want to be part of your success story. If I said that be a original stage can say be a swa. To me, bomi didn't has it. Brawi, I shall see free the hawks. Do you understand? And this idea, that's an amiri and I'm going. Akwana mubo ni di earlier. Debbie. Guy na wakasa. Musician no kasa Ghana on kasa pa. And we only there no kasa. I want you to be part of my success story. Then I'm hey. And then one I but every day say no I
sir. Me this own to me maha unka be being far in industry but nothing controversial. Me pese o edi na da wakoma pon so a unya yanka e siwo industry ni ana say over 30 years no wa hwe ni ma senka e be siwo industry ni asobi a wo bonyo o kasa radio so wo experience wa hwe ni ma sadie no enyensi e da
about this. Meaning to that extent, maybe I have some time ago, but fun basis. Look, social media is a gift and a curse. Seven prayers. Mini be idea, but my honey makaka. right? Obia, Ebia, dear my year, we are seeing by. And I dear Yankupon, dear mammy, Unya, and a Unya. When you grow, won't be done on campus. Maybe I was asked mean cow. Meet me, baby. Mature be social media. Only mean yarding. Bram, no one yarding because ABCD. Monsieur Obaatanpa is the best radio station in Ghana. Me Obaatanpa, me another radio station. But Monsieur Obaatanpa is the best radio station in Ghana. Only mean yarding. And one is Andy, many one yarding. No Obaatanpa no. Omu presenters ne nyade. And I say omu radio no so nyade. One mami very good reason ti a one me nyade. And yes I would ya waji mi no. Would ye penny toto a child ti nkwasi asema a woti wa woka. Why must you tell me that? Why? I don't get it. Uni me mami baby ara. Uni me papa baby ara. And you come to insult me simply because many war artists are supporting ye kontokwa ana ye nkasa ana men supporting the name be on ye. So you come to insult me. What for? Why? Me masun ya me de ana masun etuetua me tiri etire ni ya me de amasun ya me de a me tie station se Ghana yi na me se Obaatanpa na the best me adwene da me ni tiri nso wo bi wo de say hits FM na the best fa so only me ya adwene apese you have a very good dialogue. Come under the comment section, tell me, okay, one, me feel so Obaatanpa no omu studio okra no sabi enkura ho enti ehonye enye the best place, and now me feel say Obaatanpa ho no obi antie, and now me dey compare station ABCD omo ya de eche Obaatanpa enti me ne wonya adwe. Fair enough, but don't come insulting me say me ni nyansa and I said me peduasa me e bodem ni enti. And these are some of the things I feel say a free hopper who have a very good and sane industry. Share young Kosuni because of Sani Mani Maui. I'm telling you. Share and then social media people listen, people read, people watch. The kind of things we say. Hey, I'll give you an example. Stonebwoy goes to meet Taylor Swift at the Grammys, and he's trying to network. And Ghanaians are saying what? What the heck? And then you know say about Obaatanpa Obepeduma. I dream better that Shatawale works with Beyonce, and we are busily fighting on whether they shot the video in Ghana or they shot it in America. What sort of people are we? Why? I don't get it. And the kind of things they write on the blogs, just look, when you go on YouTube, they are Yakrado Momuti YouTube now. I'm creating Saha. Oh my God. No more bro for Basa Basebi. Well, I send a new any. Can't you say the ATN Pepe? Are they all video no Wafana who project TV? Can't they all Pepe? One more creative BB. Na dia yakra na se onu host na e bi oto na pandit no onja omu nkasa o omu mombos will take his sides no no wanya asem by force. We need to clear Sanya Manema from the system, because and only the only way for us to have a very good society. Apart from that, we are doomed. I'm telling you. Maybe I'm on social media. So make sure we be no be me. You know what? Social media is not only for, you see, the internet is not only for social media. Just Google it. For example, see, I'm a delete your message. Share. I posted something on my timeline on Facebook. Okay. Increase betting tax from 10% to 50%. this was said by the Institute of Community Sustainability, Obaatanpa President Mahama, right? Meanwhile, President-elect John Mahama in his campaign mentioned that he will abolish the betting tax when voted for. Okay, Anawa. Anna, sir, Institute of Community Sustainability, but almost and say youth engage so much in betting. And you want to tax him from 10% to 50%. Say a limited betting, right? And the media was say, oh, go for trauma dream. I don't know what you do. And you mean sustainability one for him. I'm a journalist. I'm a prisoner. The man who know my bedroom and talk about being me na radio so me say ma America makwa Lil Wayne original stage many anye me na me say me hu man gaza me hwe video and me hu you Matieska me hwe na original stage o perform go be budget so but me feel it and it's about stage and you need there rap need to be to me no or rap chin bia but stage performance me sako de ya de e chen me na make say you first comment, what did you smoke? Me question is what who saw perform da e bia wo he no TV so okay what you ask akọ he no there be me makọ he my hands akọ there unim me o ka so ahe me we still small in the side or the opposite, the other side. There's a photographer be or your friend of Mr. Bombastic, right? Many Bombastic no on my end up a baby frame no me didn't come when you need be a bun or say what can I say be go for be trouble I say me many I watched Bob Marley, Miss Shannon, Mr. Bob Marley original stage. Minini ye Mongola no ba ko friend Samini. So Samini jina stage and your Bob Marley tipe no. This was a man telling me oh share Bob Marley. Bob Marley na the greatest in the world. But you're more than any who no and I videos nibi. Bob Marley no you made all right but stage. What the compare Samini truly Samini right? Or not your no who and Walker. Who the why what challenge you know? Well, challenge but to the one who cry now, who opinion is a Bomali and they say will be with you at it. It me feel say when we clean Sanyama we know. Let's have a very good dialogue, not fan base, Sako dear, I releasing you. Na SM4, ne Omoko na Mudi na tem. Shatter releasing you, not
Sack natives.
Sack natives and other beam natives. Like, what's happening? Every day as a it is any man. See the better to form kakra. I'm not saying such international their support will be. Who don't me supporting? That's fine. But can we eliminate the insults? I think so with that. So I deal with Damakuma so bad. Maybe a treatment, you know. Yeah. And I put him. Let me say this. Meaning some call for me, but let me say it. Because I keep telling them, well, Miami radio station, we live in a communication environment, right? Purely communication. Okay? In this world, everything is communication. Look, if I want to make a call, I was some if I phone in my call. Yes. If you say me so me TV, I'm sorry I call me fire remote. But without the battery, it can't communicate, right? If I work with a radio station, so we heard more about Obaatanpa. Near your interview, you'll be sending a message, hey, do what say you're a very bad interviewer. Fine, audio, and look at the deal. But okay, just say your opinion, okay? Not in your church also. Someone is in charge of social media. What must the person do? What's wrong, Masha? Say Nipanin deal or present an atom, not funny money. Hell no. At least do something about it. I didn't see, and as a Shatawali, I knew my Dimatemwa. Me, I'm in crop for it's me the two your social media that why you media thing. Like what's the sense in it? I don't know if right? I didn't see and I said Obi abedi matemo you watch it grow. For example, just a week before elections, MPP for rally, maybe 2 way, NDC for me may I'll gladly go and do it. Now some kobo Emma Obi Frey. I had an invitation to go and work. Unfortunately, that day not me event intimate to me and come back right? MPP 4-year rally. And a diner some Wabijina stage. Me. Many diners some 1 year rehearsal. You need come Nipa of friend say me born you now can't share me say diners some will perform. Even if they told me she will or she won't perform, I did not know. And you grow back. And you mean one of your DJ and I'm your event. However, the host of the event, I think Nana B, kept mentioning my name. Fair enough. Then as someone got on the stage, I started so to there was a DJ be your baby, right? I'm saying no medical catch lady, you know I said it and you know already. And a runner story, so could you so. You can't maybe over. So buy no the speed nearby. On full stage and I miss me see for me see from no not dying at full stage. Then I heard the mention so more money you man. Okay. In terms of lady no cry, she was a bit confused. Me sure I said no name you cry about perform. And the lady started so when you then Dinah mentioned because I meet him. It is you way DJ so cry then. Because my name had been mentioned, and then and this is the only time I may explain it. Wow. Because me and Crawford could not even call me, but rather went on TV and on social media to project it. What's the make? So I met your sister Sandy near Abnapuku yesterday, or 3 days ago. And I'm disappointed. No, Sister Sandy. I'm saying I saw you discussing it on TV. More discussing at least me, which is just a walk away. You just walk into the studio, drag me, and I come and record and play. So okay, yeah, me and I'm a boy. I'm sorry about it. Let me even apologize to people. The first image I saw was from City FM. I think Channel 1 TV, City 4, and they had projected it. And my share comments because no matter. You can say, but it wasn't me. Why can't we communicate? Why? We are not communicating. And hey, yes, say, Banner boy, a woo. Young checking, say, I'm pow, say, yam pow. Or buy another better radio. So breaking it first. Also breaking it first. At least there must be. Check this. I just posted something on my WhatsApp timeline. My WhatsApp status. Now, there's a picture. I want you to read this. But you read it. Read. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
But you'll be in the mic.
Breaking news. Jackie Chan peacefully passed by a grocery store in Hong Kong today at age 70.
What does that tell you?
No.
What you can guess?
Waka baby.
Sana no. Okay.
I think so.
Can I go?
But what's it then?
Pass by a grocery shop.
Okay.
Okay.
But you see, me chef, me boss, Baba Betro was because we don't communicate Adiano properly. The fact that you are listening is also communicating.
Okay.
Listening is part of communication.
Okay.
Reading is part of communication. And or say, what more grocery store passed away or passed by.
Okay.
What say passed by no? It's a do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And me feel say, yeah, your radio so mom. We rather need to educate the people more and more and more Because sometimes me tea, right? What me tea programs see me and like, oh, what are they saying now? I didn't know okay. It's like TGMA. Omude category definition about ready. Nagthy as a from PRO, no make room. But you have the back quiet one year, dear Tams. By the time we both are the end of the Zano, near we are going to this sanity be was system. I think that
I'll come outside, you know. Hey, what can say? Unya, about what can in Ama say, observe ya. A bit to me, about
this voice. Again, it was muffled. Once I'm not sure. Mask. Around the time now, it's a COVID. Time. In fact, there COVID. COVID era. Into no comfort mask. And to make what I may, I think some of my birthday dedication.
Yes.
I'm saying that I have good birthday. I'm saying May Day. I've been one. Hey, it's also Muslim. But name is three, and I'm a shy. Obisu Crafon, air film me at the end. And a nipper no film so started film me because of that I have good birthday. So, too many things. Almost setting me up, and I say, indeed, I have good birthday, and was also being filmed, man. Me who saw one way can't get to become good to me. But it is a mistake. But it was a very bad practice. Later on, I condemn me. I catch him say, "Moment in maybe I say first, you know, because said the area Chairman Rollins that time will take you over. Omuko GBC, General Kwashiga money. I mean, if they tell the story, not me that time not be so bad. And somebody had to we ask, you know, especially about Ghana.
Now on this funny note, you ever don't put the curtains on the show. You
really enjoy this. It's just a waste of time. They will call you, come on, most as a host, who has some crowd out. Adding, say, Nipem, and then Nipem, me say, to the Biana, my who is a Martinez of a casual. I was my 2 more because Nipa no need biography. BBI, there's no profile be about him. They had never known him until the business. 5 a.m. Munam coins 6 master take as a 10. We are not we have a kind of patch. But my so this me if you never go, me point you maybe I'm the best way TV.
That's o ko Facebook no so say me twa mu ja share video tip.
Maybe I use that now.
Me share like am we are.
No we share that name am.
I want him to myself.
Me who so about interview.
Oh, okay.
I'll take as well.
Yeah,
so Kaswa.
no Kaswa, yeah.
I think we're artists.
Yeah, artist.
So me get on that me production that be as just how you know man that be. We get on that be because person anyway adwuma I was obetwe you ready.
Registration.
But my queries have been out there. And I nurse.
I had there. Paris now crash too.
I